is going on, man? We are back in black in the building, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Man, this Vegas weather is awful. Just awful. Man, David James Youngblood, awful. This weather's trash. They're spraying chemtrails in the goddamn air, releasing mosquitoes, talking about it's going to help get rid of the Nile virus and all that. Man, I know they putting the shit in the food. They doing whatever they can to depopulate, in my honest opinion. But I digress from that. We're going to talk about something more I think it's funny. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Erica, Shawnee, Tasha, Mariah, Melina, Miss Tanya, LaTanya, Jerica, everybody out there. You already know what it is. We're going to talk about something more pressing. We're going to talk about Donald Trump. This farce, the farce of 2023. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because they're trying to do whatever they can to stop the momentum of Donald Trump. It is almost ridiculous. So we're going to talk about it. Let's get it. Let me read. I'm gonna read something. This is gonna be real quick. I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. I'm talking about Trump's son testifies in New York civil fraud case. Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, is testifying in the New York civil fraud case against the family and their businesses after his brother Donald Trump Jr. concluded a second day of testimony this morning. Trump's adult son have been pressed in court on their involvement in the financial documents at the center of the $250 million lawsuit brought by the New York Attorney General's office. Donald Trump Jr. repeatedly said he relied on his accountants and was not involved with the preparations of financial statements for his father, even though he signed them as a trustee of his trust. Trump's adult son also are accused in the lawsuit of knowingly participating in a scheme to inflate their father's net worth to obtain financial benefits like better loan and insurance policy terms. This case is civil, not criminal, but threatens Donald Trump's business in New York. The former president is expected to testify next week. Assistant Attorney General Andrew Ammer, whatever the hell their name is, quickly got to the heart of the civil fraud case once Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, took the stand, asking him about his knowledge of his father's financial statements. Former Trump org controller Jeffrey McConney, a co-defendant, notated 2 phone calls with Eric Trump in support of the valuation of the Seven Spring property in Westchester County, New York, which McConney included in the data for the 2013 financial statement. Eric Trump said he didn't remember the calls, but also said he also doesn't have a reason to doubt they happened if McConney wrote it in the spreadsheet. He added that he didn't work on his father's statement of financial condition. People ask me questions all the time, but I never worked on the statement of financial conditions, Eric Trump said. I never worked on it at the time, and I didn't know anything about it really until this case came into fruition, he added. Eric Trump confirmed he ran the daily operation of the Trump Organization with his brother Donald Jr. and Chief Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg when his father became president in 2017. Donald Trump Jr. stopped to speak to reporters as he departed the courthouse after wrapping his testimony in the New York civil fraud trial. I think it went really well. If we were actually dealing with logic and reasoning the way business is conducted, he said, adding that unfortunately the AG has brought forth a case that is purely a political persecution. He claimed that his family has been unfairly targeted and the trial is scary precedent for New York. His testimony ended Thursday after approximately 3 hours over 2 days. Trump Jr. repeatedly said in his testimony that he relied on his accountants and was not involved with the preparation of the financial statement for his father, and though he signed them as a trustee for the former president's trust. All right, so let me tell y'all what I really feel. Let's get into it real quick. This is how I really feel. They full of shit. One, why you saying they full of shit? The reason why I'm saying they full of shit is because they know that Donald Trump has the wherewithal, has the momentum, and they know he's going to win the presidency. I'm not telling y'all to vote for him. I'm not telling you not to vote for him. I'm telling you, if nobody has a specific agenda for foundational black Americans, don't vote. But what I'm saying is get on the sideline and watch this entertainment. They're just making up anything. This isn't a criminal case. This is a civil case, which means he's going to win again. And you're like, man, Warren, what are you talking about? Need I say more? Didn't, who else? Let's see. Trump's verbal slip-ups threatened his argument about Biden. No. Florida Senator Rick Scott endorses Trump over DeSantis. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's about to happen. They're about to carry on this farce charade that they got going on, right? This man is a billionaire. So they're going to carry this on until they can't anymore so they can stall and figure out what moron from the Democratic Party they're going to get to run and coerce dumbass niggas to vote for him. That's all it is. As I quote Donald Trump said, Joe Biden has done more harm than good to black folk. He's been a career politician for 40 years and ain't done shit for black folk. I'm not telling you to vote for Donald Trump. I'm telling you to listen to what he's saying and sit this one out until somebody comes with a specific agenda for foundational black Americans. That's what I'm telling you. And I had to speak on it, David, James Youngblood, because we're going to look up and it's going to be time for the election again. And we cannot have our people being dumbasses and just going out there and vote for 94 crime bill Joe Biden. Y'all notice that the dominant society is in a panic as far as the election goes because they know, like, damn, these motherfuckers is not going to vote for Joe Biden. No, motherfucker. First of all, he's senile. Second of all, he done put more black folk in prison than any other president. The fuck you mean? He's an architect behind the 94 crime bill and made a speech about calling, I don't want my daughters next to these thugs and predators. Man, stop. You, Hillary Clinton, and Bill Clinton all go to hell. And no, I'm not voting for no goddamn Joe Biden. And you shouldn't either if you know the history of him. And then when the motherfucker was pressed about the 94 crime bill, he blamed it on niggas. Oh, well, they wanted me to do it. Okay, so if they wanted you to jump off a damn Golden Gate Bridge, did you do that too? No. So don't try to use black folk. And black folk always want to go there. Oh, man, we need to be disciplined, massa. Stop. There is no 401k plan and stock employee purchase plan for coons, sambos, and mammies. The fuck is wrong with y'all? This is a farce. And watch what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. When they get close to the election, Donald Trump is going to get the Republican nominee. That's why all these Republicans know it. That's why Mike Pence dropped out. That's why all these people, they about to drop out because they know it. Motherfuckers want to see a real motherfucker that don't give a fuck. That he already got money, so he can't be bought. And yeah, he's got to do his bidding or whatever. What I'm saying is, let's just sit this one out and watch it take place. And then we'll vote when a motherfucker has a specific agenda for foundational black Americans. That's what it's about. See, motherfuckers feel like, man, he racist. Man, they all racist. What do you mean? How do you like your racist? It's like a meal being prepared. How do you like your eggs? Scrambled? Over easy? Well, like, so how do you like your racism? Do you like your racism covert, where they smile with you and laugh at you? Tyrone, you're a funny guy. Or do you want your racism? I don't fuck with you, nigga. You stay over there and I stay over here and we'll be good. What do you want? That's what it comes down to. What do you want? That's what it's gonna boil down to. And y'all notice I will not speak about Palestine and Israel. Let them handle that themselves. Black folks, stay out of that issue. That is not your issue. Your issue is replacing the system of racism, white supremacy, and establishing a system of justice. Meaning, the racial group that needs the most constructive help gets the most constructive help. All that other sucker shit, stay out of it. Motherfuckers is jumping up and down on some Mark Lamoist Hill bullshit, talking about, man, fuck all that. Let them handle it. Let Israel and Palestine handle what they need to handle. That is not our fight. Just like I don't see nobody taking up the mantle when it comes to foundational black Americans getting reparations. Everybody get ghost, selective memory, nobody know what the fuck is going on. The Democratic Party treated Ice Cube like a second-class citizen. They didn't want to talk to him. We'll talk to you after the election. They ain't never talked to Ice Cube. Now watch what's about to happen this election go around, because more and more black folk, foundational black Americans, are waking up. I'm not talking about tethers, sambos, coons, motherfuckers that just want to keep black folk as the permanent underclass so they can shine. I'm talking about people that are really on code and vibrating at a higher level. That's what I'm saying. And they know Trump has the momentum, so they trying to get the government. This is all Democratic propaganda bullshit. Democrats so full of shit. They look, let me tell you something. They the real racist motherfuckers. They're the covert racist people. That's all that is. I'm not saying that the Republicans ain't racist, but the Democratic Party is the covert operating racist that smile with you, pick out a dumb nigga to sambo and buck dance and coon for you and tell him about the gun line type shit, and then they parade that nigga around and be like on some racial showcase and confusion shit and be like, oh, this is the type of Negro y'all need to be like. Man, fuck all that. Let's wake up, let's have a different understanding and understand what we're up against. This shit is no joke. And we can't be the type of people that we think that, oh, well, Joe Biden don't give two flying fucks about foundational black Americans. He's already shown that. He's already shown it. So why would you vote for him again? And the Democratic Party is out of time. They're out of options. And they don't know who they gonna get. And watch, here come Kamala Harris ski-eating and bringing her supposedly black ass around. This is another thing I don't get about motherfuckers. This one I don't get about people. Kamala Harris was a side bitch to the mayor of San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. And she locked up more black folk down. That's why her and Joe Biden get along so well. She locked up niggas too. Then when she get in the thing, she talk about she East Indian. She ain't even black. See, they use that to dumb motherfuckers. That sounds smart to somebody dumb. The first thing I would ask her, what are you planning on doing for foundational black Americans? Specifically for foundational black Americans. Oh, well, says I don't want no lift all bells and all this other sucker shit. What are you going to do for us? Every other racial group get their shit for them. What are you going to do for us? Asian hate crime bill, that got right away. Motherfuckers thought, oh, well, it was about the COVID-19. I don't give a fuck what it was about. They got a hate crime bill. Why black folk don't got one? And I'm telling you, it's a farce. All these charges that they bring, these are civil charges. It don't mean shit to Donald Trump. He ain't going to prison. See, y'all motherfuckers, oh man, see, Donald Trump going to prison. Donald Trump got billions. He's not fucking going to prison. And he's a president. If Donald Trump go to prison, then Bill Clinton should go to prison for hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. And Bill Clinton is not going to prison, so neither is Donald Trump. So y'all need to stop getting involved in this fucking Play-Doh farce ass bullshit and understand what the fuck is going on. How many times I gotta tell you, in California, 19% of black folk own homes. 62% of white folks own homes. And that's just California. We're not talking about the whole United States of America. Motherfuckers sitting up here acting like this shit ain't going on. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with watching basketball and all that other shit. Ain't nothing wrong with watching the Lakers and the Clippers and all that. But at the end of the day, these niggas got millions and y'all don't. And I don't. So it's just entertainment to me. I don't give a fuck about it at the end of the day. I watch it because it's entertainment and I keep it moving. I'm not invested in NFL and NBA. I don't give a fuck about that. That's their money, not mine. You better wake up and understand what the fuck is going on. Everybody has this preconceived notion that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, shit will just change. No, man, you got to take matters in your own hands. You better read Neely Fuller Jr.'s book. Y'all hear Dave from No Compromise talk about it all the time. God damn, read the book. Understand what's going on. Why ain't people, man, it should never be a Dr. Claude Anderson book on the shelves. It should be sold out. That should be the first part of education that you give the next generation. When y'all go around, I want everybody to do me a solid. Erica, Shawnee, Tasha, everybody. When you come across foundational black Americans, ask the first thing, once you vet them out and know they ain't a Sambo, Mammy, Coon, ask them, have you read Dr. Claude Anderson's Black Labor, White Wealth? And they're going to be like, no, what's that? I suggest you read that first, and then we can have a better conversation. Because I believe that his book, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's book, Neely Fuller Jr.'s book, Dr. Joy DeGrew's book, Michelle Alexander's book, those books are like guides to what we need to be looking at. And if they ain't read Black Labor, White Wealth, don't have no conversation with them until they have read the book. And you like, why you want this? Because I feel like what is in that book and in Powernomics, those are cheat codes to let you know what the fuck is really going on. As Dr. Claude Anderson teaches, racism is a team sport, ladies and gentlemen. It's a team sport. Motherfuckers wonder, well, man, the Latinos scared. Why do you think they doing hip-hop the way they doing hip-hop? Man, this brother called into Tariq Nasheed's show, and I was thinking it but never said it. Man, he said some real shit. He said, and I've heard Tariq mention this before. He said, hey, man, speaking of Latinos creating hip-hop, when C. Dolores Tucker and Dan Quayle and all them was on Tupac, and when they was on NWA and all that, and threatening to fucking put them in prison for the music and taking the music off the shelves, he was like, where was the Latino community at then? Where were the Latino rappers? Oh, my bad. They weren't around then. They weren't around. Y'all better stop letting them put Fat Joe in front of your face. Look, let me tell you something about Fat Joe. And I thought Fat Joe was cool. But let me tell you something about Fat Joe. Fat Joe is ignorant. He don't know what the fuck going on. Everybody's treating Fat Joe as if he reads. That nigga don't read. You can tell by how he has not read anything. He probably don't even know his own history. So how the fuck is he gonna know our history and wanna know it? No, this is his time to shine. He likes the cameras on him. He even says some sucker shit about, man, motherfuckers need to stop airing people out. See, this is what happens when you allow a motherfucker to participate in your culture. Then they think they could be the naysayer of your culture. That's what happens. That's why if you look at the farce with Donald Trump and all the shit that's going on, ask yourself, why are they doing this to Donald Trump? Just ask why. What is going on and what is so bad about this motherfucker where they trying to bring up all these charges and do all this other shit? What's going on? I think they don't like that Donald Trump is an equal opportunity racist. He's not trying to replace the system of racism, white supremacy, and establish a system of justice. What he's trying to let y'all know is not only am I a white supremacist and I'm racist, but I'm an equal opportunity racist. I'm racist to everybody. If you're not white and wealthy, I'm going to be racist towards you. And that's what other racial groups don't like about Donald Trump. See, if Donald Trump was more like Joe Biden, a covert racist who treats just niggas like shit, nigga all day, they would love him to death. But Donald Trump ain't just gonna say nigga. He gonna be looking at them Latinos, talking about building the wall to get they ass up out of here, get all these tethers and coons from other countries up out of here. That's why they don't like Donald Trump. I'm not saying he's going to accomplish those things, but you have to understand why they don't like Donald Trump. And that's all I'm saying. That's why you're going to hear me talking about it. And they trying to bring his sons in, do all this goofy sucker shit. It's all a farce. Remember what I said. Do you want a blunt and upfront racist? Or do you want a covert racist? You know, like the ones that are at the court plantations, the ones that tell you got a future here as long as you keep yucking and talking sports with them and being the permanent underclass, as long as they can be in charge of you, they love you. I've worked around Diamond Society for a long time. As long as you ain't in charge of them, they got much love for you. Once you become their supervisor, they talking shit about you, and they feel like, how dare this nigga be in charge of me? Because they've been running the country and been in charge for 500 years. They feel like, how dare I have to report to a nigga? If the United States of America's government said we're ending racism, white supremacy, and we're establishing a system of justice, meaning the racial group that needs the most constructive help gets the most constructive help, meaning we have enslaved foundational Black Americans and we're giving every foundational Black American millions of dollars. You don't have to work a job, tax-free, food-free, and we will support it because of what you guys have contributed to this country. White dominant society people will be killing themselves and jumping out of buildings. I'm done. Guilty nigga. Peace. I'm out.